Hello there folks, this is John again and welcome back to my new in-depth mixing tutorial series. As always, please consider subscribing and liking and all that shebang, and you know how YouTube works. In the video description you'll find some links to my own music and Facebook and also the tracks for this song, all that good stuff. So right away let's go into today's video. And today I want to focus primarily on spatial effects on the vocals. And whatever else kind of jumps into my ear, I'll take care of as well. So let's just give it a quick listen again. I kind of still notice the sibilants are kind of harsh. Let's check this out.
Believe that I've been walking circles for so many days. Make sense of this terrain. Oh. Believe that I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't believe that I've been walking circles for so many days.
To find the frequency that's best for taking care of the sibilants, you really gotta find something that has a very big ratio between his actual voice and the sibilants. So for example here at 9.5K, his actual voice, the vowels aren't really that loud, but the sibilants gets pretty harsh. So that's a good spot to catch the sibilants. And of course this is not acting only on that upper frequency range. It's not like a multiband compressor. Now it's acting on the whole frequency range, but it's only targeted by 9.5K and above. Okay, let's check the same for the other vocals.
For so many days.
Okay. Perhaps later down the line in the signal chain at the end I may have to put another DS and whatnot, but we'll get to it when we get to it. Now for spatial effects. Let's insert a couple of stereo buses. Let's keep it at 3. We'll see what we do then later on with all of that. And let's move those right. No. I want to have all of them over there, come on. Okay, so now spatial effects. As always, let's keep it simple. So on the one, let's put a simple vocal delay, something like this. On the second one, let's put something like a voc reverb. And the third one, let's make that our vocals bus, voc bus, and everything goes to there. So let's mark those and then like this, and then where's my vocal bus? There. Okay. Also these two go to the vocal bus. Okay, and now so on the vocal delay we're gonna load up a delay plugin. Nothing too fancy. For starters, why don't we just go, I like to use the replica, just having a straightforward delay, nothing special, but with a little bit of extra width to it. So let's put it straight, let's put it at 4th, the mix all the way up because this is the send, and then on wide. Okay, and of course we need to send our vocal tracks over there.
For so many days.
Of course, that's way too loud.
For so many days, I can't read this. For so many days, I can't read this surface. Can't
Okay, and now, yeah, let's play around with this a little bit. I need, come on, give me this right here. I need a better section like this.
That I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface, can't make.
Okay, that's already for starting point. That's enough. Let's give this also some low cut and high cut, so the low range of this bass effect doesn't kind of add some mud to things, and also the high cut helps to keep the main vocal track actually more present.
That I've been walking circles for so many days.
So the filters here in this plugin are very smooth and subtle, so I'm gonna have to cut quite a bit. Of course, you could use any delay you wanted to and just put an EQ afterwards and then filter that way. That's, you know, there are plenty of ways to get the same results.
That I've been walking circles for so.
Okay, and now let's put this also on the other tracks. Wait, what was it? Vocal delay? Okay.
That I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface, can't make sense of this array.
Okay, and then on our vocal reverb, let's add in again the reverb. So where to go? Over there. Put it all the way up. You know what? Let's get rid of all these other modules we don't need in here. Remove. Remove. You can't actually remove the EQ. Kind of interesting. But we will probably need that anyway, so that's completely fine. And now let's send the main vocal track over there. War reverb, huh? Okay. So.
That I've been
And then here also, we only need the wet signal, not the dry.
that I've been walking.
Whoa. So that's quite the big one.
That I've been. That I've been that
Crazy.
I've been walking circle. That I've been
I think I actually quite like the room reverb. It doesn't. It's not too strong, not too dense, so it keeps things sounding a little bit more open.
that I've been that I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface, can't make sense of this terrain. No, no.
Okay, something like this, and of course much quieter. I like to put a little bit of pre-delay on my reverb because then it acts also a little bit like a slap delay. And that kind of can thicken up the vocals a little bit more and make it just a little bit more interesting. Now after this one, you're gonna need EQ.
That I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface, can't make sense of this terrain. No, no.
Okay, that should be enough.
That I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface, can't make sense of this terrain. No, no. That I've been walking circles for so many days. That I've been sense of this terrain. Oh no, believe that I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface, can't make sense of this terrain. Oh no.
Okay, for starters, that's already pretty good. Now for the additional vocal tracks, like the doubles and the background, I like to send those to the special effects in a higher volume. So in that way, they actually step back in the mix a little bit more. You know what? Let's give it all a solid 6 dB. More, and then those.
That I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface, can't make sense of this terrain.
Yeah.
That I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface, can't make sense.
Oops. Hang on.
That I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface, can't make sense of this terrain. Oh no, believe that I've been walking circles for.
Of course, at times the pre-delay and the reverb can also sound a little bit too slapbacky. I mean, it kind of makes it too spatial almost. So, of course, this is again a thing you have to figure out in the mix and what kind of settings fit best. So for here in the verse, I actually don't want to have it too roomy. I want to have it a little bit more direct. So just taking down the pre-delay will already help that.
Believe that I've been walking. Believe that I've been walking circles for so many days.
And let's just raise the time a little bit.
Believe that I've been walking circles. Believe that I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface, can't make sense of this terrain. Oh no, believe that I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface, can't make sense of this terrain. Oh no, believe that I've been walking
Okay, for now, let's keep it like this. Further down the line, there will be lots of automation going on, but we just want to have some starting points right now. And that gives us a good starting point. Now, I kind of noticed the drums. I want to do a little bit more at this point. For example, the kick drum could definitely benefit from something a little bit more parallel going on. Yeah, new stereo bus. Do it like this. Call it kick para comp. Move it again over here and color it like the drums are colored. And then this one goes to the drums bus. Okay, and on here, I'm gonna give it some major top end boost. So let's solo this. That will be followed by some major compression. So let's try this 1176, see what that sounds like.
It's just the same as what I found. I can't seem to take the safest ways.
Now I want to have a different compressor. Just a normal digital compressor. This one can go away. And let's get dynamics. Let's just get the general here, the Sonitus compressor. So attack time needs to be really fast, around the 10 milliseconds mark. Release time also pretty fast. Not too fast. No knee. Ratio, yeah, pretty high. Let's take down that threshold. Okay, and this is just to give the kick drum a little bit extra punch without over compressing the actual kick drum track. And also it keeps the top range, because of that boost beforehand, a little bit more consistent.
I can't believe that I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface, can't make sense of this.
Okay, let's add the tube saturator afterwards to also keep the peaks from going crazy. Okay. Hang on. No, I'm getting weird phase issues with this tube saturator. Then let's get in G Club. Yeah, no phase issues there. So this is a quick and dirty solution to get peaks under control. Sometimes you gotta play around with the top shelf boost to see how you want to balance that clicky sound. And that's what I'm doing right now. I didn't like the way it sounded beforehand, and now I was just trying around how does it sound like when I give it a big boost at a higher frequency, and how does it sound when I give it a smaller boost at a lower frequency. I'm starting to like this one.
I can't believe that I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface, can't make sense.
Because I like how that mid-range here around 1 to 2K also sounds in that kick.
Circles for so many days.
Okay, and now the EQ that the second EQ that we already have in here, we can fine tweak a couple of things.
I can't believe that I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface.
For example, here at 8K, that sounds very nice in the kick drum, so I'm gonna boost that a little bit, and let's see what else sounds good.
I can't believe that I've been walking circles for so many days.
Yeah, 4K also sounds great.
I can't believe that I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface, can't make sense of this terrain. Oh no, when I am lost, it's just the same as when I'm found.
Yeah, but I don't want to boost too much in the top range. There's already enough clickiness, top range clickiness going on with the 8K boost, so 4K may already be overdoing it. Let's keep it a little bit lower to give it just a thicker sounding click.
I can't believe that I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface, can't make sense of this terrain. Oh no, when I am lost, it's just us.
Okay, and as always, let's go to mono to check that all the center stuff, kick, snare, bass, vocals, line up in the same amount of presence.
I can't believe that I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface, can't make sense of this terrain. Oh.
And there, I already noticed the kick sounds pretty massive now with that extra parallel compression and the little bit of more EQ. So we gotta watch out that we still balance it out afterwards.
Walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface, can't make sense of this terrain. Oh no, when I am lost, it's just the same as well.
Okay, and now I want to watch out that the kick and snare also have the same amount of punch to them, and also the same amount of cracking through in the top range. And now the kick sits at a very good spot. The snare in comparison sounds a little bit darker, so I want to watch out for that.
I can't believe that I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface, can't make sense of this terrain. Oh no, when I am lost, it's just the same as well.
Okay, now I notice the vocal delay I'm not liking too much. It sounds just too delay-ish, too echo-ish. So let's rather do something else here. Let's turn this into a slap delay. So this one, we're gonna turn now to milliseconds and make it so it's rather a slap back to fatten up the sound. We only need one repetition. So let's check that out.
I can't believe that I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read.
100 milliseconds is actually a pretty good starting point.
I can't believe that I've been walking circles for so many days.
You know what? Let's turn this to normal, just dead centered.
I can't believe that I've been walking circles for
So in that way, it doesn't become too obvious. We just want to have that center track thickened up a little bit. And that kind of slap delay, we don't really need on these extra tracks because I don't really want to thicken those up. This is really just for my main vocal track. The other tracks just need more space to them to make them stand back a little bit.
I can't believe that I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface, can't make sense of this terrain. Oh no, when I am lost, it's just the same as when I'm found. I can't seem to take the safest way.
Okay, now I want to go on my drum bus. And we can still do some stuff in here. Let's switch this module again. Oh, you know what? Let's try out the 1176. So I want to give the drums as a whole a touch of compression to make them come together.
Can't seem to take the safest ways.
Nah, rather not. The way I mixed the drums so far, actually compressor might actually not be the right way to go. But for funsies, let's just try out the other compressor in here. Let's see how it works out with a slower attack time. We don't really need a high ratio on this one.
I can't believe sense of this terrain. Oh no, when I am lost, it's just the same.
Let me mute the vocals for now because they are kind of distracting. Nah, none of the compressors do it for me. Replace module with an FX chain. Now let me try out something more trusty, like the H comp. Yeah, this, I don't know, this somehow just works. The just default settings, though I like to turn off the analog simulation, and then just to have a gain reduction of about -3 dB is already enough, and that helps quite a bit. And now after that, I'm going to add again G-clip. Okay, now I need to check the low end again. Okay, and now I need to listen to some songs as a reference to see where I need to go from here on with my whole frequency balance and whatnot. Okay, we need much more sub-range. So for starters, when we want to deal with that, let's just raise the low end of our bass here somewhat.
I can't believe that I'm walking circles for so many days.
And also the kick drum.
I can't believe that I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface, can't make sense of this terrain. Oh, no.
Okay, that already works. But now I kind of want to start already doing stuff on my master channel. So, for example, no distortion here. I want to add the virtual tape machines. Why is it in here twice? I don't get it. So this will nicely thicken things up.
I can't believe that I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface, can't make sense of this terrain. Oh no, when I am lost, it's just the same as when I found. I can't seem to take the safest way. Back and forth around the grid, I'm aimless and untamed. Just to be at home seems like a dream. When I am lost, it's just the same as when I found. I can't seem to take the safest way. These are the scribbles of a broken.
Okay, I just noticed I messed something up in here. Wait, this one doesn't go to the slab, it goes to the reverb, of course, as well as these.
I can't believe that I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't.
Okay, now we are getting more in the ballpark with our low end. So, as you can see, I don't really load up plugins on my master channel right at the beginning. I rather do it when I have my basic static mix down. Because you're seeing throughout the whole process of mixing, we are changing so much, and then everything that we load up on the master channel beforehand will react very differently to however you change things in the mix. So I rather want to have my basic mix there first in the ballpark, and then I load up stuff on the master channel, so it actually fits together.
I can't believe that I've been walking circles for so many days. I can't read this surface, can't make sense of this array. No, when I am lost, it's just the same.
Okay, and now I want to do some special effects also to the guitars. So here, these ones. Wait, let's just add here insert bus. Let's call it guitar delay. Also give it kind of a brownish color for the guitars, and let's move it right now. Okay, and now we're gonna load. Yeah, let's just load up the replicant here as well. Let's turn that to straight to, yeah, let's give it a half note because it's a quicker tempo. And let's turn it to wide. Yeah, let's turn it to wide. And also a little bit of, yeah, here, something like this, okay? Okay, and now here on the buses, let's send those to guitar delay, and also the sludgy leads to guitar delay. And also here the solo, this is not bus to anything, so we're gonna send this directly to the guitar delay. Okay. You know what, let me give this one a different color. Just default. Okay, now we gotta check that out. Like over here.
These are the scribbles of a broken man trying to find his own pain.
Why are they so loud now? I don't get it. Ah, that's why. Oh, I'm so stupid. It doesn't go to rhythm guitars. This goes to, where is it? Here, guitar delay. That's why it's so loud.
These are the scribbles. These are the scribbles of a broken man trying to find his own pain. Here in the avenues of most distress, can he find the way?
Okay. With guitars, you really don't want to overdo it with reverb because the distorted characteristic of it already has this big wall of sound kind of to it, and just adding reverb on that can make it sound very mushy and just fogged up and whatnot. So reverb on guitars, be careful. On higher notes like leads and ambient stuff, it's fine, but when you're dealing with lower kind of double rhythm guitars like what I'm doing right now, delay is going to be plenty enough to create some space. Now let's check it out here on these tracks. Oh no, wait, those don't actually need delay. Those will get something else later on. So guitar solo, let's check that out. It's over here. Now, of course, we still need to make sure that our solo is on the same level of presence as the vocals.
These are the scribbles of a broken man, trying to find his own These are the scribbles of a broken man, trying to find his own path. Here in the avenues of most distress, can he find? Trying to find.
Okay, so that was a little bit of fiddling around now, getting the solo more in the ballpark. So I guess that's enough for this video. We added some spatial effects to our vocals, just a little bit of slap delay to thicken it up, and some reverb to give it an extra, that first initial space, and then later on we will do some more automation with delay and a bigger delay in the later chorus, and we also worked some more on the kick drum, giving it a little bit more of a consistent click and a little bit more punch without overdoing it, and also worked on our low end some more. So that's actually already quite a bit for this one video. So let's keep it at that, and then I shall see you next time.